Today I am talking about trigeminal nerve. Trigeminal nerve. Trigeminal nerve is the fifth cranial nerve. It is largest and it is mixed nerve. That means it carries both sensory and motor fibers. Now, origin of trigeminal nerve. Origin. It arises from four nuclei. Four nuclei. Four nuclei are located in the brainstem. Among the four nuclei, three sensory and one motor nuclei. Then the name of the three sensory nuclei are: number one, mesencephalic nucleus, number two, principal sensory nucleus, number three, long spinal nucleus. Mesencephalic nucleus is located in the midbrain. Principal sensory nucleus is in the pons, and spinal nucleus, it is located in the lower part of the medulla oblongata and extended to upper part of the spinal cord. And the motor nucleus is in the pons. Now we will see the picture. This is brainstem. This part is midbrain, this is pons, this is medulla oblongata, and now the spinal cord has started. So the sensory nucleus in the midbrain, this is mesencephalic nucleus, in pons sensory, principal sensory nucleus, and the nucleus, spinal nucleus. It is long and located in the lower part of medulla oblongata and upper part of the spinal cord. This is trigeminal ganglion, or it is called Gasserine ganglion. Ganglion, what is ganglion? Ganglion is the collection of neuron cell bodies outside the central nervous system. So before explaining the nerve, this trigeminal nerve, one thing I will say that the sensory nerve fibers bring sensation from peripheral part to central nervous system. But motor fibers send the stimulus from central nervous system to periphery. But during explanation of the pathway of the fibers, I will explain from central nervous system to periphery. it will be easy to explain. Now you will see the divisions of the trigeminal nerve. Divisions, pathways, and the distribution. This is the brainstem, and this brainstem you can put here, and you see the sensory and motor fibers come to the trigeminal or gasserine ganglion, and then the trigeminal nerve divides into three branches. Number one is ophthalmic division, that is called V1. Second is maxillary division, that is V2. And third is long mandibular division, it is V3. This ophthalmic division and maxillary division, they are purely sensory, and the mandibular division is mixed, that is it carries sensory and motor fibers both. Now one by one I will explain. First ophthalmic division, then maxillary division, then mandibular division. So first ophthalmic division. This is trigeminal ganglion in middle cranial fossa, from which the divisions of the trigeminal nerve comes. This is the ophthalmic division, that is V1. This is maxillary division, that is V2, and this is mandibular division, that is V3. Ophthalmic division and maxillary division both are sensory, and mandibular division is mixed nerve. So the ophthalmic division, it runs from the trigeminal ganglion through the middle cranial fossa and close to the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, and then it enters into the orbit through superior orbital fissure and then divides into three branches. One is frontal branch, second is nasociliary branch, third one is lacrimal branch. And this supply the front part of the scalp, forehead, nasal mucosa, lacrimal gland, conjunctiva. So ophthalmic division is completed. Now the maxillary division. This is the pathway of the maxillary division of trigeminal nerve. This is trigeminal ganglion, from which the ophthalmic division arises, then maxillary division arises, then mandibular division. So the ophthalmic division I have explained. Now I will start the maxillary division. The maxillary division of trigeminal nerve comes from the trigeminal ganglion, and it passes through the middle cranial fossa and then leaves the middle cranial fossa through a foramen known as foramen of rotundum. Then it comes to the pterygopalatine fossa, and it runs through the upper border of the pterygopalatine fossa, and then enters into the orbit through infraorbital fissure, and then runs straight. This portion, this nerve is called infraorbital nerve, and then it enters into the face through a foramen known as infraorbital foramen and comes in the face. So this maxillary division has traversed the four regions. Number one is middle cranial fossa, then number two pterygopalatine fossa, then number three orbit, then number four face. So according to the region, what nerves they have, it has branched, that I will tell now. So in the middle cranial fossa, we see that a branch it has given. It is the meningeal nerve. It goes upwards and gives supplies the dura mater of the middle cranial fossa. Then I am coming to the pterygopalatine fossa. In pterygopalatine fossa, we see that this is the two communicating branches and it is connected with a ganglion that is known as pterygopalatine ganglion. This is the zygomatic nerve. This zygomatic nerve gives two branches. One is zygomatico-temporal branch, another is zygomatico-facial branch. This zygomatico-temporal branch enters through the zygomatic foramen and supplies the region of the skin of temple. Then what is the temple region? You see, this portion is temple. This part is the joining of the skull bone, frontal bone, parietal bone, temporal bone. They join here and this is known as temple. And in this skin of temple, zygomatico-temporal branch supplies. From here the sensation comes through the zygomatico-temporal branch. Then this is zygomatico-facial branch. It also enters into the face through the foramen of zygomatic bone, through the hole of the zygomatic bone and comes to the face and supplies the skin of the face. Then I am coming here. This is the superior posterior alveolar nerve. It comes down along the posterior part of the maxillary bone and enters into the maxillary sinus through the foramens and supplies the mucous membrane of the maxillary sinus and then joins to the superior dental plexus and supplies the molar teeth and upper gum. Then this is the middle superior alveolar nerve. This runs downwards, forwards and along the lateral border of the maxillary sinus and joins the superior dental plexus and it supplies the premolar teeth. Then I am coming here, that is the orbit. This is anterior superior alveolar nerve. It comes downwards along the anterior border of the maxillary sinus through a bony canal. This canal is known as canalis sinuosus. The canal is sinuous. And then it divides into two. This is dental branch and this is nasal branch. The dental branch joins the superior dental plexus and supplies canine and incisor teeth. And the nasal branch supplies the mucous membrane of the lateral wall and floor of the nasal cavity. Then I am coming to here through that is face region. This infraorbital nerve enters into the face through a foramen known as infraorbital foramen and gives a branch which goes upwards. It is known as palpebral branch and it supplies the skin of the lower eyelid. And the nasal branch supplies the skin of sides of the nose and the mobile part of the nasal septum. And in the downwards, this nerve is known as superior labial branch. It supplies the skin and mucous membrane of upper lip. So, the maxillary division is completed. Now I am coming to the mandibular division. This is the mandibular division. It is long division and it contains both sensory and motor fibers. And I have brought this picture of the brain stem so that the pathway can be explained easily. From this central nervous system, that is brain stem, the both sensory and motor roots arise, and this is the trigeminal ganglion. The sensory roots are connected to the trigeminal ganglion. This trigeminal ganglion you put here. And as motor roots pass through the they pass below the trigeminal ganglion and the sensory root. Below the sensory root, the motor motor root passes, and the motor root and sensory root, they leave the middle cranial fossa through a foramen known as foramen ovale. This is the foramen ovale, and come to infratemporal fossa. And infratemporal fossa is located just below the foramen ovale. Now the motor root and sensory root, they unite and form the mandibular trunk. Then they pass a short course of path and then it divides into two, short anterior division and long posterior division. So now I will tell about the branches. So before they unite, before they give division, before the division, the mandibular nerve is known as mandibular trunk, and from this mandibular trunk, this nerve arises. This is known as nervus spinosus. This nervus spinosus, it re-enters into the cranium through a foramen known as foramen spinosum with meningeal artery and both supply to the dura mater. and this is the nerve to medial pterygoid muscle. This nerve is connected with a ganglion known as otic ganglion. This otic ganglion is located medial side of the mandibular trunk, and then this medial pterygoid nerve gives branches, tensor tympani and tensor veli palatini, these two nerves. Now the mandibular trunk divides, and anterior division and posterior division. First one I will explain the anterior division. This anterior division gives 4 nerves. Among these, 1 is sensory and 3 are motor nerve. This is the sensory nerve. Name is buccal nerve. Buccal nerve, it brings sensation from buccal mucosa. And 3 motor nerves. 1 is mesenteric nerve. It supplies the mesenteric muscle. This is the deep temporal nerve. It supplies the temporalis muscle. And this is the nerve to lateral pterygoid muscle. And these 3 nerves are responsible for mastication. So now anterior division is completed. Now the posterior division has started from here, and from posterior division, this is the auriculotemporal branch. It carries post ganglionic parasympathetic fibers to parotid gland. And this is the lingual nerve. This lingual nerve supplies the anterior 2/3 part of the tongue. The tongue is divided into 2 parts, anterior 2/3 and posterior 1/3. So this lingual nerve brings the general sensation, that is pain touch temperature from anterior 2/3 of the tongue and goes to the central nervous system. But the taste sensation from anterior 2/3 of the tongue is brought by lingual nerve, that is the part of the facial nerve, that is 7th cranial nerve. Now this is the inferior alveolar nerve. Inferior alveolar nerve, it enters into the mandibular canal through a foramen known as a mandibular foramen. Before entering into the mandibular foramen, it gives a branch which is known as mylohyoid nerve. This mylohyoid nerve gives branches to the mylohyoid muscle and anterior belly of digastric muscle. And then after entering into the mandibular canal, it divides into 2. One is incisive branch, another is mental branch. The incisive branch, it gives sensation to first premolar, canine, lateral, central incisor, and mental branch, it brings sensation from front of the chin and lower lip. So now mandibular division is completed. So today I have explained the trigeminal nerve, that is fifth cranial nerve, and the divisions of the trigeminal nerve are ophthalmic division V1, then maxillary division V2, and the mandibular division V3. And I have explained the origin, pathways, distributions, all thing I have completed.